Every single shade in this palette is a shimmer shade. Like, if you're new to my channel, my name is Ohemaa. Welcome. If you are a returning subscriber, hey. The question though is, are we still messing with Makeup Revolution? Because the question though is, are we still messing with Makeup Revolution? Because I feel like I haven't really heard anything from them in a while. Then again, I never really go to the store, so I really wouldn't know. However, I just got a package in, and it is a collection Coca Cola by Makeup Revolution. So I want to go ahead and, see what the collection is all about. So if you want to see what these palettes are all about, and if you want to know whether or not they're good and whether or not you should pick it up, then keep on watching. Okay, you guys, so the Coca Cola collection comes with 2 eyeshadow palettes, 3 lip glosses, 1 mascara, 1 highlighter, and 1 makeup bag. Seems to be like Revolution Makeup sent me everything except that makeup bag. So Makeup Revolution, if you're watching this, I want my makeup bag. 2 palettes that come in this Coca Cola collection is interesting. Okay, they're all shimmer shades in this palette. Every single shade in this palette is a shimmer shade. Like, is this the 90s or the 80s? Like, what are we doing? But I feel like I kind of get why it's all shimmer, because when you pour Coke, you get a lot of bubbles in it. And I feel like that's what they were trying to recreate with this shimmer in here. So, we're just gonna go with it. We're just gonna roll with it. So this is what the big palette looks like. It's just called the Coca-Cola palette. It doesn't really have like a specific name. And then there is a smaller palette, which is also called the Coca-Cola palette, but obviously it's a smaller palette, and it also has all shimmer shades in here. I really like this shade Celestial. That's this one. I really like what it looks like. It's it's beautiful. This is the shade Celestial, and Celestial is really gorgeous. Let's go in with this pinkish shade, the middle shade. And this is what that one looks like. For the price of it, it looks beautiful. This one, the small palette is $10 and the bigger palette is $18. I'm gonna swatch this one next. It's very, very, very light. Oh Lord, this is what all 3 of them look like. I'm a bit nervous as to what I'm gonna create with this, because an all shimmer shade, we will figure something out, okay? So let's go ahead and jump into this all shimmer shade palette. Before I do anything, I'm gonna go ahead and just blend some powder into my brow base, because I thought I was gonna get like a matte shade that was going to help me blend my base into my brows, but I'm not. So I'm using some of my setting powder, and I'm going to set above here. Not that I need to set it, but I'm doing this so I can like mute that white base a little bit, because I can't push shimmer all the way up to my brows. I refuse to do that. I refuse. Okay, now that this is done, let's go ahead and jump into the palette. Whatever, I'm taking this shade over here in the corner, and that's the shade Zodiac, and I'm literally tapping into it like this, because I feel like tapping into it will help me get rid of some of the shimmer in there. I'm going to use it as my transition shade. It is beautiful. I can't lie. It's gorgeous. Because I want it to show up, I'm just going to tap it in. So now that I placed it down, I can actually blend it. It blends very nicely, okay? We're just tapping into the shade. We're not swirling around in it. We're just tapping into it. I'm going to take that same shade and just blend the edges of it. I'm also going to wing it out a bit, because we'd like a wing type of eyeshadow look. And then I'm going to blend the edges of this so it looks a bit more blown out, okay? I like to do like a circular kind of motion to blend the edges of my eyeshadows out. Okay, so this is what it looks like. It's beautiful. It is reflective. I really like what it looks like. Like, I'm very surprised because it blends beautifully and it gives the eyes more dimension as far as like the shimmer shade goes. I'm impressed. I really like what it looks like. I am taking the shade Space, because Space is that blackened kind of a shimmer shade. I'm just going to tap into it because I really don't know exactly what it's going to look like. I'm going to use that in my crease just to deepen everything out, because I want it to be beautifully sultry and smoky and not just like really colorful. Okay, just in the crease, and I'm just blending it out. Also following the exact shape that I want. Pray for me, you guys. Pray for me. I feel like it's going to look okay, okay? Just trust the process here. Okay, so now I'm going to go back into our first red shade, and I'm going to use that to blend the edges of this black shimmer that we put down. I also feel like this combo is kind of giving me Coca Cola vibes. I can't believe I got this blend out of an all shimmer palette. Okay, so I'm taking the eyeshadow base. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and mark my crease. Okay, taking my product, I'm gonna put some on my eyelid. Then I'm gonna look up. And of course, you can see that it marks exactly where my eyelids would stop if I was looking straight at you. Because I have hooded eyes, I'm gonna go ahead and actually cut my crease above this mark so that it gives the appearance that I have more eyelid space than I actually do have. I'm so bad at this shape. I'm going into this shade. I'm using the same flat brush that I used to cut my crease, and I'm really gonna dig into that shade because this time, however, I want the shades to pop really well. So I'm gonna put this purple shade on the inner and outer corners of my eye. Okay, so next I'm gonna go into this teal greenish kind of shade. I really cannot like see myself using any other shade in the middle of this look. I'm gonna tell you what I think about the whole shimmer palette business later, but for now I'm gonna go ahead and clean around my eyes. I'm gonna go ahead and do my lower lash line. I'm going into our purple shade and place it on my lower lash line. Okay, I'm gonna take our greenish bluish kind of shade. I feel like it's a turquoisey shade, I'm not sure. Place it directly in the middle of my lower lash line. Does that make any difference? I don't think it does, but all shimmer shade today. I don't want to say it, but I feel like the hairstyle kind of goes with the theme of this eyeshadow. Taking the NARS Pot Concealer, I'm going to go ahead and clean the edges of this look a little bit more so it's nicer and crisper. So Salon Perfect is what started me on this whole drugstore lashes route. Okay, so today I'm going to be trying out something new that they launched. This is called the Vivid HD high definition lashes, but it doesn't look bad. It does come out blue, but definitely not as blue as it is on the packaging. Coca Cola collab comes with a mascara. Just gonna go ahead and apply it. Ooh, the doe foot on this thing is huge. I'm gonna apply some to my lashes. This is what it looks like with just one coat on it. The lash band on these lashes are so thin. These are the glosses that come in the Coca Cola collection. They're not really pigmented. They come off as clear gloss. I have one on my lips right now. Comes off as clear gloss, so you can just pick whichever shade meets your fancy. So that is it for me showing you guys the Makeup Revolution X Coca-Cola collection. Let me know down below in the comments what you think. I really didn't think I was going to be able to pull off a look using a shimmer only palette, but boy did I surprise myself. Let me know down below in the comments if you would try this look or the palette. Thank you guys so much for watching. Love you lots, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.